What's good, YouTube? It's Nas. We back with another video. Roll the 900 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Game 5s of the NBA playoffs. And we're going to start off with the Celtics versus the 76ers, because in a game where in the first half it looked like the Celtics were going to take control and end the series in 5 games, in the second half, Joel Embiid just showed vintage Embiid. And that doesn't even sound right. When I heard Mike Breen say it on the commentary, vintage Joel Embiid, I'm like, damn, because that shit was just 3 years ago. And we saw glimpses of what Embiid used to be, in which a game where Embiid completely took over in the second half. And it really made a lot of people realize that the Celtics have no answer for Joel Embiid. And I thought that before the series, if Joel Embiid came back, this would be an interesting series. But obviously, them losing Game 4 at home, them losing Game 4 in Philadelphia really sucked. But when you looked at what happened, obviously Joel Embiid was able to come back from his surgery 19 days later, and then the very next game he comes out and gives you 30, and which Joel Embiid did have a stinker in that first game. But this game, coming back, Embiid ended up with 33 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds, in which the first half of this game, it really felt like Embiid was settling. Like, he shot 5 threes in the first half and he missed all 5 of them. In the second half, he didn't shoot another 3. He went straight to the midi, he went straight to the rim, and obviously he realized, or I'm pretty sure he knew that already, and we all knew that Kata can't hold him, Vucevic can't hold him, Garza can't hold him, in which you have to, if you're the Boston Celtics, send a double or a triple team. But if right now, if I'm a Boston fan, I'd be pissed, because they're going back to Philly. Yes, you could still close it out, and yes, you were still the favorites, because what happened to the Celtics yesterday is not going to happen again. It happens at least once every time they're in the playoffs, in which they went scoreless in the fourth quarter. And they went scoreless, but Tatum and Jaylen Brown both went scoreless for the fourth quarter, and they didn't score for 7 minutes and 14 seconds straight. So I just don't see that happening again. And Paul George is being a consistent player again. Like, his role's not too large, but he obviously has a big impact, where he had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Tyrese Maxey showed up, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. VJ Edgecombe, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Quentin Grimes off the bench, he finally showed up, made an appearance, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Just overall, what you like to see if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan. And obviously, you get to extend this series another game, and you're going back home. And obviously, it was embarrassing what happened in Game 4, so you want to obviously get that back and try to win for your home fans and force a Game 7 in which the Celtics are vulnerable. I do see them being beatable. Not like how people talked about it during the regular season, how they were just this unbeatable team, because they're not anymore. When you look at the Celtics side of things, Jason Tatum, he showed up, 24 points, 16 rebounds. Jaylen Brown, he showed up in the first half, but it seems like he just took the air out of the ball. He stunk. 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 23 shots. Peyton Pritchard, he showed up again, 12 points. Derek White has not shown up at all, in which a series or a regular season after Derek White just not being able to produce his offensive load at all. And it's really looked like a step down, and it's no doubt about it. Through 5 games of obviously Sixers versus Celtics, Derek White has averaged 8.2 points per game, 1.5 threes made, shooting 29, basically 30% from the field and 21% from the 3. Just absolutely shitty numbers from somebody who's supposed to be your third option and who is a starting player on this team. So that's just obviously what you don't want to see out of the Boston Celtics. But at the same time, this is the Boston Celtics we're talking about, and we're used to obviously Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown having big games in Game 6s or against Philadelphia 76ers. So when you look at that, I won't say definitively that this will go 7 games, but if Philly could put this out, pull a Game 6 out, then Game 7 has me wondering, because nobody on the Celtics can stop Joel Embiid. And if Joel Embiid puts up a masterclass, then I'd get a little bit worried if I'm a Boston Celtics fan. But other than that, I wouldn't be too worried. And obviously, 5 games, obviously you see, or 2 games actually of Joel Embiid, you see that Philadelphia is making it a priority to give him some easy buckets. And like I said, like Joel Embiid is your easy bucket magnet. And obviously Jaylen Brown said that he felt like they were giving them easy buckets, and really he was not, or they were not. Like all of Joel Embiid's buckets, I felt like that came in the second half were tough shots. It's just Joel Embiid is a skilled big man, and obviously the step back middies off one leg, obviously putting his whole forearm in your chest and going up your bird, like that's what you love to see if you're Joel Embiid. And it's just showing his resilience because he got injured and he came back into the game. So obviously, when we talk about heart, we can never talk about Joel Embiid's heart about basketball. But next, getting into the Knicks versus the Hawks. Knicks got it done basically from the second quarter. Like, I felt like this game was over, in which the Knicks finally ran away with it. And they played a brand of basketball which I love to see. Like, obviously, OG Anunoby has been a consistent presence in this series, actually. 17-10. Karl Anthony Towns just dominated. Like, there's nobody on the Hawks that can stop him. Yes, the stats don't show it, but if you was watching this game, you know that they had no answer for Cat. And Cat finished with 16 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. Obviously, Jalen Brunson showed up. First great game of the series. Like, he had 39 points, 8 assists, just obviously showing he's the best player in the series. Like, there's no ifs, ands about it. Like, that's what he showed yesterday. And he finally had a performance like that. And on the Hawks side of things, you just really felt like they never got into the rhythm defensively or offensively. Like, Dyson Daniels, he had the second most points on the team. He had 17 and 5. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 16. He showed up in the second half, but the game was already out of reach. It feels like the Knicks figured out CJ McCollum because they're trying to make him a passer, and CJ McCollum throughout his career has never been a passer. He's been a bucket, and the Knicks are showing him bodies and making him have to pass the ball, and that's a great philosophy if you're a Knicks fan or you're the coach of Mike Brown. And I felt like after their loss to the Hawks, their blowout loss, you felt like Mike Brown was losing his job, basically, in which he switched around a few things, and they're finally playing the brand of basketball which fans thought they should have. And obviously, us watching the games, we're not coaches, but we can guess or we can see what lineups are obviously working. And Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson play great together when Cat is at the 4 and Mitch is at the 5. So them not running that lineup till game 4, like, it just didn't make sense. But obviously, the Hawks are going back home for game 6, and the Knicks are looking to close it out. And I did say Knicks in 6, so my original prediction was Knicks in 6. So you look at that and you're just ready for it. But finally getting into the San Antonio Spurs closing out the Portland Trailblazers, and obviously Portland Trailblazers weren't ready. And I'm interested to see what happens with them next year because Damian Lillard returns next year. So Danny Avdija finished with 22 points. Donovan Clingan really had a horrible series by every means possible. I saw him get blocked by Devin Vassell and then get laid by Luke Cornett. So just overall a bad series for a first-time playoff series for Donovan Clingan. And on the San Antonio Spurs side of things, obviously a balanced scoring effort. Julian Chapetti finished with 19 points. Wemby finished with 17 and 14. De'Aaron got his offensive rhythm going into the second round, which is huge, 21 points. Stephon Castle, 15. Dylan Harper, 17. So we're one step away from, or we're 1 inch closer from the conference finals, which we all want to see, which is San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about these game 5s, and y'all let me know if y'all think the Hawks and the 76ers can make a comeback or come back into the series. Y'all let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're going to like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.